Yo, 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 what's up? What's popping? What's going on? What is going down, man? Well, how everybody feeling? How everybody doing on this Sunday night? Well, I guess technically it's Monday morning, technically. How we feeling, man? How we doing, man? We're gonna check in for a impromptu live. Unfortunately, have not been able to do the Waffle House the last two Friday nights, man, and I just felt pressed to come in here and do a live, man, because I really haven't been able to get on live and really talk about the latest Falcons news. So you know don't plan on being here very, very, very long, but I did want to come on, and, and chop it up, see how everybody doing, see how everybody feeling, So, what's popping? What's going on, everybody? Of course, I will be your host for the night. My name is Toddy. And let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. You see the headline. Will the Atlanta Falcons miss Arthur Smith? So I want to talk about that. We want to talk about the coordinators that we've hired, and whatever else is under the moon. Y'all want to talk about? Y'all know how we do it. We'll talk about it, man. But yeah, will the Falcons miss Arthur Smith at all? I know he's really become public enemy number one, and I just wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about Arthur Smith since we've officially moved on and he's officially moved on, and maybe we can have some square one business, conversation about Arthur Smith, what he did and did not bring to the team. So maybe we can discuss that, chop it up on that, and whatever else floats our boat. Let's get these commercials out the way as we normally do. For everybody coming in, what's going on? Shout out to the third shifters in the building. What's happening? The night owls in the building. Shout out to y'all. What's up? What's happening? For the first shifters that'll probably watch this on a lunch tomorrow, what's going on? How y'all feeling? For the second shifters who will probably watch this tomorrow evening on their lunch, what's going on? What's popping? Um, if you will, please make sure to hit the like button on YouTube for your dog. Make sure to do that for me. I definitely appreciate it. I want to thank y'all very much. We've been exceeding our like goals on these last few live streams. So I really, really thank y'all and I appreciate the support, man. So I increased the like goal by 5 likes. I normally do it at like 85 likes, but since we've been crushing the goal, man, I figured let's bump it up to 90. So let's see if we can get this video to 90 likes for this live stream. Definitely would appreciate that. And also, everybody, well, I normally say what's up to people that's watching on Facebook, but unfortunately, we're not streaming to Facebook for this particular broadcast. We'll even talk about that a little bit also tonight, because there's been a lot of discussion regarding that too. So we'll touch that topic, and we will resume streaming to Facebook. But before I could stream to Facebook tonight, I had to set up destinations based on what has happened these last about 10 or 12 days, and quite frankly, I just didn't feel like doing it tonight. But we are on Twitter. Shout out to Twitter or X, whatever you call it. What's up? What's going on? Hit the like button on Twitter or retweet it for me. I definitely would appreciate that very much. So let's jump this thing off, man. Let's shout out to the chat, everybody in the building, real quick, who's popping up. What's up to our guy William in the building? What's going on, William? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through, showing some love. C Dub is in the building also. What's going on, C Dub? How you feeling? What's popping? William says can't wait for the off season next month. Yeah, it officially starts in March, right? So we're actually almost there. Time definitely has been flying. Uh, James in the building as usual, showing love. What's going on, James? How you feeling tonight, bro? Hope everything is going well for you. Um, Let me see. What else? Who else we got checking in as well? And also, let's go ahead and talk about Facebook, y'all. If you will, I put a link. It should be pinned. I don't see it from my end, but I assume it's pinned That's to the new Atlanta Bird Gang group. So click that link and join the Atlanta Bird Gang Facebook group. Also, um, you click that link and it'll take you to our Facebook group, and we'll get you in there. That's where a lot of us are at. Who you familiar faces that you see on the show, familiar faces that you see in regards to other YouTube content creators as well. So make sure you do click that link and come on in. C Dub says next week Mahomes will be a champ again, or Cal will finally win one, which I think I got. I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes getting Super Bowl win number 3. As far as that go, Coach in the building. What's going on, Coach? How you feeling, man? Y'all make sure to check out Coach on YouTube as well. Show him some love and make sure you subscribe to his channel. He says, "What's up, fam? Worst time of the year, no foul. Because even when we trash, I still look forward to watching." Me too, man. Me too. We fuss at them all year when they playing, and then when they stop playing, we miss them. you know, it's just like that woman in your life that you just can't let go. I'm glad you're doing well, William. I'm glad you back up to speed, back healthy, man. Great to hear that. Great to hear that. Since I've been released for about 3 weeks. Okay, so that's definitely great news. Definitely great news. So he does his pack in his third one. I can see. I agree with you on that. Marlon in the building. What's up, Marlon? Appreciate you coming through, showing us for love, man. How you feeling? What's going on? ATL Bird Gang chat fan. What it do, man? We chilling like a villain, bro. What's happening? What's going on? What's popping? RJ in the building. So good morning, Bird Gang. Good morning to you also, RJ. Appreciate you coming through, showing a little love, bro. Appreciate you very much. T Dub is in the house. What's happening, T Dub? How you feeling, bro? What's been going on with you? What's been popping, man? C Dub, T Dub. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you very much. The love is reciprocated, also, man. I definitely appreciate it. Our dog Millie Mills is in the building. What's up, Millie? How you feeling, bro? What's going on with you, bro? How you doing? William says, "No, we good. This team got to win now." Mentality going on. Can't waste no time this year. I agree, man. I agree. No excuses. We said that last year, William. No excuses that we must win. But new coaches, new outlook, new direction. So let's see if these boys can get this thing going. Michael Matthews, what's up, Mike? Says honestly, don't believe we're going to miss Arthur Smith. I I respect that, and I think most people will have that same sentiment also. And I just want to take a little bit of time and kind of like dig deep into it. And when I say that and I start talking about it, I'm not saying that I'm going to miss him. I'm definitely not saying that we made a mistake by letting him go and firing him. But I just wanted to have the conversation um, around him and what he did bring to the team, some of the positives that he did bring to the team. And again, I know he's public eminent number one, but it's a conversation, it's content. We can definitely discuss it. ATL Jordan Faithful in the building. What's going on, bro? Long time no see, man. Hope you've been doing good, man. Hope the family is doing well. Y'all make sure to check my dog out also on YouTube, also as well at ATL Georgia Faithful. You can actually click on his profile, and if you're not already subscribed to his channel, make sure that you do subscribe and run up the likes, run up the comments, and also run up the shares as well. Brian Peoples in here. What's up, Brian? How you feeling, bro? What's popping with you? We got our dog Lil E checking in. What's going on, Lil E? How you been doing, man? What's been popping? William says he never tried to develop a quarterback. He's just a bad coach, offensive coordinator. That was AJ Brown and Derrick Henry team. Yeah, Derrick Henry was definitely beasting um, during those Arthur Smith years. I want to say, didn't he have like 2,000 yards one of those years? Man, I started the stream and I ain't got my bell, y'all. There go the bell. Gotta have the bell. Gotta have the bell. I think Derrick Henry gonna be on a new team. Well, it looks like he will be on a new team next year as well. William says, hit the like button. Yes, please hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button for us. Run that like button up. Definitely appreciate that. ATL Jordan said, like off the jump. Thank you, man. Appreciate that as always, bro. Appreciate you. William says, what should we do in free agent? That's free agency. That's a good question. I think right now we have y'all know it seems like you really never know the official cap number. But I think we're around 27, $29 million in cap space at the present time. I think somewhere around there. Um, I think we also can create an additional $20 million in cap space also. Once we do our cuts and, they'll probably restructure a contract here or there, create some more cap space. As far as free agency, um, I think we're going to have to spend some more money on the defense because we may lose one or both of these players, which is Calais Campbell and Bud Dupree. So we may have to, you know, replace them as far as the roster goes. So I'm definitely looking for some help on that defensive line. The defensive line, for the very most part, it still wasn't what we wanted it to be, or what we envisioned it would be going into the season. But it was a lot better than what we are used to seeing as Falcons fans. So I like to spend some money there. Um, Also on the cornerback position, it's going to be interesting to see what we do there. You're going to bring AJ Terrell back, I assume. I know some people have had his name in trade rumors, but I don't think he will be traded at all. So you'll have AJ back, and I really think we got to do something at the cornerback two position. I don't know about y'all, but I was not impressed with Jeff Okuda this year. I see why Detroit traded him now. Um, he just really wasn't good to me. His first two games looked pretty good, but after that, you kind of see why they traded him for some bowl of peanuts and bottled water. So, and Clark Phillips, I just don't think he's cornerback two material just yet. I don't think so. I know as the season, as he got more playing time, he was starting to have some real rough games. So I don't think we're at a point where we can throw him in the fire just yet either. So I want to see us continue to build that defense. I know there was a report that came out that Jesse Bates has been spending a lot of time with Buda Baker at the Pro Bowl. So maybe Jesse Bates is doing a little recruiting for us there. That'll be a great addition if we can somehow manage to get him, because I think he requested a trade earlier this year as well. So it's going to be interesting, man. That's one thing I do enjoy about the football cycle, because football is a 12-month um, cycle now. I enjoy the free agency period, and as William said earlier, we'll be kicking that out pretty soon. Marlon says, I really do believe the Falcons will get busy getting things done this offseason. I definitely hope so. Definitely hope so, man. We've been waiting long enough, Marlon. A little east of if the Falcons had Derrick Henry, anybody resembling a quarterback and offensive play caller, maybe Art Smith would be around. I think he would be around if we had a competent quarterback. I think he'd still be here because the Falcons would have made the playoffs, and we'd have probably ended up with 10 wins, and he definitely would have kept his job. Art Smith's real downfall was he just could not get that quarterback position situated. That was ultimately his downfall. Um, he gambled on Desmond Ritter, and that gamble failed him tremendously. It failed him tremendously, and it definitely was a big gamble, and it just failed. Failed tremendously. They benched Ritter two times. Well, I think they really benched him three times because he got benched. The last game for Logan Woodside. So that's really he got benched three times. And you have this quarterback carousel going on, and then you have Taylor Heineke who couldn't step in and be a sufficient enough starter. And y'all know in this league, man, you gotta have competent quarterback play. So if Arthur Smith would have had a competent quarterback, man, he still be coaching this team right now. C Dub says join the group, like and share. Y'all, yes. Click the link to join the Atlanta Bird Gang Facebook group. The link is pinned to the top, so make sure you do click that link also. William says we got to get the Super Bowl this year. I hope so, man. That would be great. I think the Super Bowl will be played in New Orleans next year, right? Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? That would definitely be something. We got Kevin in the building. So, yep, gonna miss the 7-10 season and send that home during the playoffs. He banging on Arthur Smith. Banging on Arthur Smith. Let's ring the bell for that. Raymond in the building. What's up, Raymond? What's going on? Says what it be? Tidy rolling up them sleeves and time to go to work. Hey, let's get to it, Raymond. Appreciate you coming through, showing some love, man. How you been doing, bro? Demetrius in here. What's going on, Demetrius? How you been doing, bro? Appreciate the love, man. Winston in the building as usual, coming through, showing some love. How you doing, Winston? Appreciate you showing some love, bro. Cause what's good, Buck and Chat? Smash the like button. I shared listen to both our groups as live now. Thank you, man. I definitely do appreciate that. ATL George's face. I definitely ain't gonna miss Arthur Smith. I don't think many people will, man. I don't think many people will. Brian says, hope he does well in Pittsburgh, but I won't miss him. Gotta move on. Gotta move on. Gotta keep on moving, man. Got to. And that was interesting to me. Like you said, we got to move on. And the thing about it, we fired him, and they said there were at least 7 teams that was, talking to him about being their offensive coordinator. So whereas it played out in Atlanta after 3 years, he was still in high demand. So that kind of go a little bit into our main topic. Here in Atlanta, as Falcons fans, or just Falcons fans in general, we're being we're criticizing him. We want him out of Atlanta, and rightfully so. But there are a bunch of other teams sitting there like, oh, please fire this guy Atlanta because we want him to be our coordinator. And then it's not like he went to a bottom tier team. He went to Pittsburgh. One of the most prestigious teams, really in all the sports, American sports. Definitely in the NFL. So no matter what we say or what we think about him, obviously a lot of NFL teams still think very, very highly of Mr. Arthur Smith. And it may be one of those situations where he will bowl well at this point in his career as an offensive coordinator, as opposed to a head coach. But then again, like as I just mentioned, if he would have got that quarterback situation situated, he'd still be here. I don't know what he saw in Desmond Ridder, and I keep regurgitating this same thing, but I don't know what he saw in Ridder to think this guy could start coming into the season. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what the conversations were with maybe him and Terry or the train of thought. Hey, but you had to pay the piper for that decision. Demetrius said, you've been MIA like a mud, man. Good to see you back, bro. Appreciate that. Let's ring the bell for me being MIA. I have, man. I really have. And I had been meaning to do the Waffle House the last 2 weeks, man. And I just wasn't able to do them, man. I was out these last 2 Fridays. And when I got back home, it was like, and I know the Waffle House start late as hell anyway. But I get back home and it'll be super duper late. And I was a little exhausted and tired. And I was like, man, I just ain't got the energy. And that's one thing about it. I never want to go live just to go live. If I ain't got the energy, if I can't just come on here and be like I want to be and have, what I call my sane, normal enthusiasm that I do have, then I don't want to do it, because then I feel like I'm doing what I would consider like a bad show and a disservice to the people that come and watch. So I just hadn't really, I don't want to say I hadn't had the time, but I just been kind of caught up, man, and just hadn't been able to sit down and come on here. And that's why I wanted to come on here tonight. I said, look, man, it's been a minute since I've been able to get on live. So I'm here at home now. I got the time. So look, let's turn this camera on. Let's get us a live, let's knock out a live stream tonight, man. So I'm here tonight, man. And I miss getting on this camera, talking and shooting the SHIT. But yeah, we're here tonight, and I'm gonna try to drop a video actually tomorrow. I got something video that Got a video that I'll probably do them tomorrow. It probably won't be a live stream. It'll probably just be a regular YouTube video. And I'm trying to start doing more of those also because I know I know there are now kind of like three types of people that consume YouTube content for the very most part. You got people who really enjoy live streams. You got people who enjoy like shorter, regular YouTube videos. Anywhere from 5 to 14 minutes, and you got people who enjoy short form content, which is the YouTube Shorts. So I'm gonna start trying to do like just regular YouTube videos, and I'm gonna start trying to create some shorts too, and that way everybody preferences will be met in some type of way. So I'm gonna try to diversify it a little bit. Brian says I'm gonna miss Hard to Miss as much as I'm gonna miss having a broken femur. Let's ring the bell for that. Ring the bell for having a broken femur. I don't think nobody gonna ever miss that. Have you ever broken your femur before, Brian? Anybody in the chat ever broken their actual femur? Luckily for me, I never broken a bone. I've had a bone. I've had a bone fracture. I guess that really is a broken bone, but I just never had like a complete break. I had a fracture before, but yeah, never really knew. I don't know if I know anybody personally that actually broken their femur before. We said we know this free agency and with draft, we got a shot to win this division and get to the postseason. We should win a division, man. That should be like a short term goal, I think, for the Falcons to win the division. And I say short term because I think a bigger goal should be like going to the NFC Championship or something. So yeah, we definitely should win this division. 37 million. Okay, appreciate that. 30. Hey, we got a lot of money to spend. Until we get a franchise quarterback contract on the roster, we're gonna have a lot of salary cap flexibility. Will says we need to cut some more players to get to 50 million. Yeah, we definitely have to cut some guys. They're gonna end up cutting some players gonna end up getting access. That's just part of the NFL cycle. Cool C in the building. Yo. What's up, Cool C? What's going on? Winston says we can have 40 million just by cutting Heineke and Jonu. I can see Heineke getting cut, but I'm gonna be honest, Winston. I don't want to cut Jonu Smith. I really don't. I think he was very productive for us based on what he was asked to do. I know if anybody's looking at the stat sheet, they'll look at the stats and like, oh, you can replace that. And that's why I say based on what he was asked to do. Because when we brought him in, we didn't spend a lot for him. Correct me if I'm wrong, Winston, or anybody in the chat. I think we got him for a 6th or 7th rounder. We're not paying him mega money. So based on what he was asked to do and based on the perceived role that he had coming into the season, you got some very significant production from him. So I would like to keep him around, man. He made some big plays for us. Seemed like a great locker room guy, and his motor was always running. So I like what I saw from him. Williams says Bud Dupree, Calais Campbell. Yeah, it'll be questionable whether or not they will be back. William also says AJ Terrell 50 option. Kyle Pitts. Yeah, Kyle Pitts will be on going into the season on his last year of his rookie contract. It'll be interesting to see how that's going to end up playing itself out. Crimzino in the building. What's up, Crimzino? How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through, showing some love. Hope you're doing well tonight. William Aina said he is more slot corner for me. Clark Phillips III. I agree. He is not at the point where you can put him on the outside at this point in time. Like you say, slot corner, kind of like what we do with D Alpha for the very most part. See, those Calais could stay, but almost Dupree can't be let go. I want to upgrade it pass rusher. Me too. Me too. Would be nice if we can maybe get Hunter. Get Hunter in here from Minnesota. That would be dope. Williams says we need him to come to Atlanta, Georgia. Buda Baker. Oh yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. Yeah, Marlon drop Richard Grant for Buda Baker. That would be super dope. Super dope. Got money with the sauce in the building. What you doing? How you doing, money? What's going on, bro? What's popping, man? What's going on? Money says F them picks. Trade up for Caleb Williams. Let's ring the bell for that. F them picks. Go get Caleb. My dog Antonio Henderson in the building. What's going on, Antonio? How you feeling, bro? What's popping? What's going down? What's popping? C Dub says Tyler honestly, if he drafted just the Fields over Pitts, he may have been here. Possibly, depending on how Justin would have been developed or would not have been developed. Possibly, um, that's going to be another big topic of conversation. I'm sure right after the Super Bowl, whether the Falcons will trade for Justin Fields. So we got to get ourselves prepared. We're gonna see a lot of content about that. We're gonna see a lot of articles, a lot of rumors, a lot of innuendo, just like the Lamar thing last offseason. Until we get a legit franchise quarterback, we're gonna deal with this every offseason until we get our guy. And and sometimes people be like they'll get upset like, why the media always trying to put these quarterbacks with the Falcons? Why they always trying to put these quarterbacks with the Falcons? No, we don't got a quarterback. Duh. Duh. Because we don't got a quarterback. That's why. Until we get a quarterback, we're going to always be in rumors until we get a quarterback. And we got a lot of cap space. So 1 + 1 = 2. You know? That's why you hear people, Kirk Cousins to the Falcons, Justin Fields to the Falcons, Russell Wilson to the Falcons. If we had a Josh Allen on our team, you see they never say that about Buffalo, right? Buffalo Bills ain't never in these conversations. Why? Because they got a quarterback. We don't got a quarterback, so they always gonna have us in these conversations. So might well just get used to it, man. You know, it don't never bother me. Like I be saying, like some people, like on Twitter, they just be getting so upset. Oh, why y'all? Let's talk about us with Lamar. Y'all always talking about us with Justin Fields. I'm thinking to myself, why are you so offended by that? Like, why are you offended? we don't have a quarterback. You don't really think Desmond Ritter is the guy, do you? Are you upset because you done hit yourself to Ritter? You think Ritter the guy? Like, are you serious? Man, boy. Some stuff I read, it just make me laugh, y'all. My bad. Winston said I made a post days ago when the rumors first popped up about Arthur Smith to Pittsburgh. He's better than the average coordinator. He just couldn't cut it as a head coach. I hope he fares well. I hope he fares well also. He probably just a little too green, kind of like Dan Quinn was. A little too green. A little bit too green. But I hope he does well. I can see him being a head coach again another day. I can definitely see that. Let's see what else we got here. April Thomas in the building. What's up, April? How you feeling? How you doing tonight? Appreciate you coming through, showing some love. Hope all is well. Let me see what else we got here. My Bronx brother in the building, Robinson Santana. What's up, Robinson? How you doing, bro? Says my brother, I'm not going to miss FedEx, boy. Good luck in Pittsburgh, but adios. By the way, the more I think about it, I feel just feels is the move for us. Okay. And we just talked about that, man. That's we're gonna be in those rumors all season, bro. And until a move is made or until he get traded, they're gonna have us in the headlines with it. Now, Marlon, that has happened to me. Shoulder popped out of place. That happened to me. I had to have shoulder surgery, man. And I've had 3 serious surgeries in my life. Knock on wood, hopefully I don't have any more. ACL surgery one time, ACL, MCL surgery second time, both knees. Third surgery was shoulder surgery. Had some arthritis in my surgery. I mean, in my shoulder. There was a lot of stuff that had went wrong with it. Old football injury that just had finally caught up with me as I got older. And surprisingly, y'all, the ACL surgeries, they were tough, especially rehab. But the shoulder surgery was the worst of the 3. I was in a sling for like 8 weeks, couldn't work. And the rehab was hell. I mean, it was tough. And my shoulder still sometimes be hurt. So yeah, I'm with you on the shoulder surgery. I don't know if I had Tommy John. I don't know what they call it. I forget. But it was rough. I still remember when I had the shoulder surgery, right? You know, a little quick story time for y'all real fast. All right, so I get there, I get to the surgery center, right? Early in the morning. Is it something with them having surgeries early in the morning? See, like every surgery I had, it was bright and early in the morning. Like I think I had to be there like 5:30 a.m. But anyway, they wheeled me back there a little bit after 6, maybe about 6:30. You know, you put on your little gown, you put on your little thing to give you put over your head. They wheel me back there, right? So the person wheel me back there, and boom, I go into the double doors. And right when I go into the double doors into the surgery place, them surgeons and them doctors and them assistants, boy, they was in there. They had that rock and roll loud, boy. And they was in there crunk. They was in there lit. I'm talking about like they was getting ready for a football game, right? Like they was in the locker room and they just getting ready. They had that rock and roll blasting, boy. They was just having a they were having them a good at the time. It was early in the morning, like, but they was in there lit. The rock and roll was pumping, and they was just, you know, they was in there talking all kind of stuff. Like they was just getting themselves pumped up, you know. So they put me on the surgery bed, right? And I'm just sitting here, you know, I'm not saying nothing really. They asked me how I was doing. I was like, I'm okay. You know, who's excited about a surgery? I would. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. You know, let's get this over with. That's what I'm thinking in the back of my head, right? And so I'm just sitting there surveying the scene, listening to the music they listening to, you know, listening to them talk they junk. You know, like I said, they were lit in there, bro. They were lit. And so they put me on the bed, and it was time for me to get I guess my anesthesia, right? You know, where they put you to sleep. And I remember thinking to myself, because this is my third surgery, so this is my third time about to go to sleep. And I remember saying to myself in the back of my head, I said, you know what? I ain't going to sleep this time. I'm about to be the one patient that y'all ain't gonna put to sleep with this anesthesia. I'm on some Tupac Me Against the World still, all right? Y'all ain't gonna put me to sleep, you know? So the doctor was like, as he was getting ready to put the mask over my face, I just remember him saying, "Naughty night," and I remember he said, I remember them exact words, "Naughty night." I'm saying to myself, like, that ain't gonna work. Next thing I know, they waking me up. Surgery's over. You know what I'm saying? Giving me a Sprite. I just remember them saying I had to use, you know, they wanted me to use the bathroom, urinate, you know, piss, before they could like release me to, I guess, post surgery, whatever. But just a quick story, surgery story. You know, shoulder surgery was no fun. I was working at my last job at the time, and I was off of work for like 3 months in a sling. It was no fun at all. No fun. Them shoulder surgeries are no joke, man. I hope y'all never have to experience that. The King 83 says I have had to get surgery and pins in my pinky finger. Oh man, what you did to your pinky finger? That sound like it hurt, bro. What happened? Definitely sound like it hurt. Michael Matthews says, you know, missing a few pieces to be dangerous like 2012. Shout out to 2012 team. Squad say 2016 upgrade. People who have nightmare sleeping on us rise up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do the dirty board. Let's do the dirty bird hosting the Lombardi. I hope so, man. We do, man. We are due. We definitely do. The Falcons are due. In fact, we past due. We like the light bill. We are past due. Just like the light bill. Past due, dog. Appreciate that, C-Dub. Hit the like button. I was ringing the bell. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. William Engel said, I broke my finger. Oh, I bet that hurt. I bet you that hurt. I broke my toe one time, bro. It took like took about 6 months for that thing to heal, and it healed naturally. Um, I remember I was gonna go to like the doctor. They were like, "We don't go to the doctor. It's your toe. Just let it heal by itself." And that's what I did. I let it heal by itself. Took about 6 months though. Robinson said if the address the same, yo, I got a new shipment of Dominican cigars. I can send you a few. Oh yeah, let's read the bell for that, bro. Yes, sir. Please do, bro. Please do. Hey man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. I love Dominican, I love Honduras, and I love Nicaragua cigars. Yes, Robinson. Address is definitely the same, bro. Thank you in advance. Big salute, much love, man. I surely appreciate that. In fact, let me light my cigar, man. The one I'm smoking tonight, man, though, I don't know if it didn't get humidified right, or maybe I lit it wrong, but it's the wrapper peeling. That happens sometimes. Cigar smokers know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the wrapper just peel on you. This wrapper is peeling on me and it's agitating me. But thank you, Robinson. I definitely appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. April says, "Who is the best pass rusher in free agency you would sign, Toddy?" Hunter, for the Vikings. Definitely Hunter. Definitely Hunter. I would love to have him in Atlanta. You know, there were some rumors going around that we trade for him before the trade deadline, but that did not happen. But I would love to get him. It's gonna cost like 20 million a year. He ain't gonna be cheap. But man, I would love to have him. I would love to have him. Let's see what else we got here. Raymond said, "I knocked mine out one time. It felt like I couldn't breathe." What are you talking about? You say you knock yours out. What do you mean exactly? Winston, but you have to understand too, we're not going heavy packages too much. We'll be running a lot of one running back, three wide receiver sets. Jonah would move to spell rotation more than actually installed in the offense. Yeah, yeah, and I can definitely understand that. I just don't see. I don't still just don't see like a valid reason to cut him, especially when we got a guy like Kyle Pitts, and we don't really truly know what we have out of Kyle Pitts. You know, we saw a great deal of potential year one when he played with Matt Ryan, but since then it's really just been a major disappointment. And I understand he's been injured, but you don't really know what you got out of Kyle Pitts right now. And I don't think Jono Smith is making a whole lot of money. Let's look it up. We on the internet. Let's look it up. If he's making a egregious amount of money where it makes sense financially to cut him, I can see it. But if he's not really hurting the salary cap, I don't see a reason to let go of productive player. What's his cap number? His cap number next year would be 9 million. That's not bad. That's only 3.6% of the cap. If you cut him, it saves you $6.5 million. I'll keep him, because we're not gonna be in a situation anyway where we're gonna be hurting for salary cap money or salary cap space. 6.5 million for this team is not gonna like make or break us. Now, if this was like going into the 2020 season or the 2021 season, then yeah, that'd probably be a little different. But we got salary cap flexibility, so I definitely would keep him. Ultimately, Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot, they'll be the final authority on that, of course. What's up, Ray? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming through, showing some love. Hope everything going good with you. Williams says Caleb Williams is not NFL ready with fast smoke linebackers and safety. Oh, you say he's not ready? Okay, that's interesting, man. He seems to be. Well, I shouldn't say seems to be. But he's pretty much the unanimous number one pick at this point, man. So that'll be pretty interesting. Miller says, "Hey, Ty, do you think Jacksonville trying to finesse us on the Ridley deal? He is literally their best wide receiver, but they're talking about they might not sign him." Let's ring the bell for that. I actually talked about that, I think, on Facebook during the season, Millie. I don't think they're really trying to finesse us. I just think they're trying to make an informed franchise decision. And I see why they're not in a big rush to re-sign him, because Calvin I think will be 30, or he's gonna be 29 or 30 this NFL season. I think it might be 30. If 29 or 30, let's just call it 30. If you're 29, you're basically 30 in the NFL. He's gonna be 30 years old. And that's a third round talent or a third round pick and a second round pick. That's pretty significant. And you're probably gonna have to pay him at least $15 million. So they're probably looking at this like, look, this guy, he's getting some age on him. He's still real good. He's still good, but he's getting some age on him. Can we save us $15 million a year and also keep a better draft pick as opposed to dedicating this much money to him? You know, we might can find this guy in the draft for a lot cheaper. So I understand their hesitation. I truly do. I understand the hesitation. I don't really think it got so much to do with them trying to get over on Atlanta, because they got to give us a third round pick anyway. But it's the draft pick and also the money and his age is playing a part in it. But as of yet, no deal has been made. We'll see what happens next month in March. That'll tell the whole story. That'll tell the whole story. Calvin said Calvin really might not resign. That's true. That's definitely true. Definitely true. Winston says people left the old group from hitching their wagon to Ritter. Pride over objectiveness. Yeah, that's true. One thing about that, man, now don't get me wrong. I totally understand when people support players that play on that team. I get it. Even in, Matt Ryan's last 2 years, when he was going down the hill, people, were hanging on to Matt Ryan. But I think it's a difference between like supporting the players that play on your team and just being and having like blind fandom, and this going back to even Arthur Smith's decision of playing. I just used to wonder, like, what is making people just so convinced about Desmond Ritter? I just never saw it. I never saw it, and I'm not saying that he's trash. Not saying that he's trash, but I never just saw it. Good starting quarterback from the guy, and people like you say, they just hitched their wagon to him, man, and that wagon just came crushing down, and people had to regather their position on how they were viewing Ritter. It got kind of funny to me. What's up, Dr. Gunja? Still get a third round pick? Yeah, we do. He met he had to play, I think, a certain amount of snaps or a certain percentage of snaps, which he definitely passed this year in Jacksonville. Got a third round pick. Showed the surgery was painful. Yeah, it was very painful. Definitely painful. Definitely painful. Surgery is not fun at all, period. That's true indeed. That's true also. Marlon says, "Boy, you get your shoulder popped out of place and you're about 8-9 years old." Oh boy, you was young. Woo. I can imagine, man. What happened? You was probably playing and fell wrong or something like that. Yeah, I can definitely. I know what you're saying. Yeah, surgery definitely does suck. Definitely does suck. I had one on my right finger. I'm not gonna read the other parts you had though. Raymond says, "Me too, tired of shoulder separation hit by my own teammate. 35 years later, just had MRI for another." Ooh, so you gotta have a second one. Oh man, I wish you the best of luck with that MRI, man. I don't even like MRIs. They be just shooting you through these machines. Lay this way, lay that way, lay this way. Hold your breath. I'm like, can we get this over with? Can we get this over? Can I go home? Brian says, my femur surgery was emergency surgery, and then 5 months later, spinal surgery to remove the foreign object. Oh, bro, that sound kind of painful, man. I hope everything is going well for you presently, though. I hope you definitely have bounced back. William Ames said that medicine do work. Yeah, man. Hey, they give some good dope. That's That's one thing about surgery. They gonna give you some good dope. Man, my first ACL surgery, right? I came home. They had me in this knee machine. I basically lived in that machine for about 2 or 3 weeks. But anyway, they had, I forget what the pain medicine was it morphine? It's one of the real name brand pain medicines. But I had a nurse, right, and they put something in my arm. I forget what the medical word is. Intravenously, I think that's how you say it. Y'all know I'm country. I have problems pronouncing the words, but anyway, um, and I had this thing that I could press whenever I was feeling pain. I could press on my knee machine. I could press this button, and it would shoot me up some pain medication. I'm talking about some of that top tier pain medication. Boy, I would be high as a kite, y'all. I'm like 18 years old, high as a kite. That was kind of cool, but they had it set up where I only could take a certain amount or a certain dosage within a 24-hour period. But I vividly remember that. I just hit that button and shoot. That medicine started flowing through that little machine, hit my veins. Boy. Crimzino says tore my ACL wasn't no, yeah, that's bad. Oh boy. You heard it. Hey, Crimzino, you heard it pop too, didn't you? Sound like a little pistol. You hear that pop. I know I heard my first one, I heard 3 pops. Pop, pop, pop. And then that was the big pop when it tore. It was 2 little small pops, then pow. Heard a big pop. Yeah, them ACLs, those are nothing nice, man. Nothing nice. Williamson had it chest tube to remove pneumonia in my lungs. Yeah, man, I remember you was in a hospital with that, man. Again, but I'm glad to know that you are doing a lot better, man. You say you got released 3 weeks ago, so I know you were glad to be home. I know your family was glad you were home. Listen, I shattered my thumb running down the steps in sock feet. Outside of that, I never had a major injury. God bless you. Definitely God bless, bro. They're no fun. They're definitely no fun at all, man. Driller Man, what's up, Driller Man? Says, what's up, Toddy? Would you rather go edge rusher, quarterback, or wide receiver in the draft? If we talking about first round, let's go get a quarterback, dog. Let's go get a QB, dog. Quarterback. Please, quarterback be in the first round. Definitely rather go quarterback for sure. Josh Gilliam says the new OC run through wide receiver sets, not much 2 tight ends. So 9 men is way too much. I doubt he's back. So Josh said, hey, man, Jonas Smith's going to probably be out of here, big dog. You might like him, but he probably going to be out of here. He probably going to be out of here. I would keep him, though, man. I definitely would keep him, but I feel where you coming from, man. I feel where you coming from. Josh said, maybe on the cheaper deal. Okay. Maybe they, redo his deal. Josh also said we still get a third if Ridley don't resign. Yeah, we already got that third. And that second would definitely be lovely. Definitely would be lovely. When says Ridley got the hope of the fan base because he was the first quarterback drafted past Matt Ryan era. Probably so. I guess they had a great deal to do with it. I just didn't understand, like, again, I get room for your players at your team draft. I get that part. That's part of being a fan. But I just didn't get like it's almost like he had this kind of cult fan base. I was like, y'all, this guy ain't did nothing for y'all to be jumping off the roof about the guy, man. Like, come on. At the end of the day, he's still a 3rd round pick. Still a 3rd rounder. Come on, y'all. Like I said, we took a guy in the 1st round. Okay, you might want to jump off the bridge for a 1st round quarterback. But a 3rd rounder? Please. But Winston, I'll say this, man. I think the way our fan base is built, some people they just go to bat for the quarterback because there's all that since even since Mike Vick, even though we weren't really on social media during the Mike Vick era, which probably was a benefit for Vick because he didn't get picked apart on social media like Matt Ryan did. But going back to Michael Vick, contrary to what some people think, everybody just didn't love Michael Vick. He just went showered with applauses and like no criticism. Like people criticized Mike Vick heavily. You know, he was criticized. They used to write articles about him. They used to talk about him on the radio. So I think going back to the Vick era, through the Matt Ryan era, the quarterback position is just so polarizing in this fan base that it's just such a huge topic of contention among the fans, among Falcons fans. What's up, Tyreek? Because why not trade? Why not try to trade with the Giants? I don't see them drafting the quarterback after signing Jones from master contract. Maybe throwing Kyle Pitts. Free Kyle Pitts. Hashtag free Kyle. What number do the Giants draft this year? What number are the Giants? Are they like 5 or something like that? Abel said, I will say it, tired of Desmond Ritter's trash juice. Let's ring the bell for Desmond Ritter being straight trash. Abel says, my old man broke his neck. Ooh, playing football back in the day. Oh, man. Boy. Hope everything eventually, went well for him, man. I can't even imagine that. It kind of hurt me just to read that a little bit. Dr. Gunderson Fields might end up in Pittsburgh, possibly. He kind of fit like with that. Oh, yeah, Arthur Smith, that's a good fit. Good fit, definitely a good fit. Diva in the middle, what's going on, Diva? How you doing? So you had the pain pump tied. Yeah, I think that's what it was called, a pain pump. Press that button, they just shoot that medicine to you. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man. Like I say, I only can use so much every 24 hours. They made sure that you couldn't just really abuse it. Miller said, I feel as if though if a Chicago, Washington, or New England wants Tyler and a pick or two in order to move up and pulling the trigger. In my opinion, a running back can be replaced, and the better value I can get from Tyler is flipping him for a quarterback. Possibly, man. He could possibly be included in the trade package, man. I've been saying it, man. Tyler would be a pretty attractive trade piece to a team. He's a young quarterback. He's a young running back, good running back. Going on his third season, so he's still is on that rookie deal. Still got a lot of football left in him. So hey, he could be part of a package, man. I'm kind of on that same boat with you. We missed out on Will Levis. Yeah, we did. I was campaigning for Will Levis at one point, man. People thought I was crazy, but I felt like, hey, man, Levis would be a pretty good fit for us, I think. Miller says, with Z-Rob here, now Kyle Pitts is extremely important. Bijan is a freak, and nobody wants our young defender. So, yeah, Tyler got to go. Sorry, but Demetrius said, I believe the Giants had a number 6 pick. Okay, so the number 6 pick. Okay, cool. Well, let's cut the music, y'all. All right, so let's talk about Arthur Smith. Are we going to miss Arthur Smith, y'all? The reason I'm asking that, right? The reason I'm asking that. What's up, Kevin? What's going on, bro? Says, I just seen the title of your post, man. Knock it off. Good luck to time. This is the reason I'm asking that, Kevin. Again, I get it, y'all. We all pissed at Arthur Smith. We all think he's the worst thing since what caused the pandemic, right? But let's try to talk through it just a little bit. And again, I'm not here to defend Arthur. I'm not here saying that we should have killed Arthur. I'm not here saying that Raheem wasn't a good hire. That's not my perspective. But I'm just saying, like, look, if we're gonna be honest, Arthur Smith wasn't all bad, right? Let's start off with the offensive line. Just like me, y'all been Falcons fans for a long time. You've endured a lot dealing with this team, right? A lot. Let's start off offensive line. Before Arthur Smith came here, y'all, our offensive line was absolutely trash, horrendous, pathetic, an embarrassment, subpar, just a joke before he got here. Right? It was a joke. McGarry was a big joke before Arthur Smith got here. So if we go call him out for the bad, we got to at least be honest with the good. When Arthur came, he had him a year with his offensive line, but them jokers turned to some beasts. Our offensive line finished top. Our offensive line finished ranked fourth in the NFL by PFF this last year, the 2023 season. The 2022 season, I think we finished eighth. So either way, the last 2 years we have had a top 8 offensive line. And they might have finished higher than eighth last year, but I know it was fourth this year. Offensive line balling, man. Look what he did for McGarry. And like a lot of people throw dirt on McGarry's name. I hear some people say, hey, man, we need to get rid of McGarry, man. McGarry's trash. McGarry's garbage. I don't know if they're going with that narrative based off the first few years of Caleb, and they're just continuing that narrative because you can't watch Caleb McGarry these last 2 seasons and still call him trash. Now, the first, 3 years of his career, okay, I'm with you. I couldn't stand that MF for the first 3 years. I thought he was one of the worst picks in history for a first rounder for us. But no way you can watch Caleb McGarry these last 2 years and still say he's trash. No way. Now, am I saying he's a Pro Bowl or All Pro? No, I'm not. But he's the furthest thing from trash. And that was a byproduct of Arthur Smith. Now, does Caleb still sometimes struggle in pass blocking? Yeah, he does. What offensive linemen don't? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to ask yourself that question too. When people say, man, Caleb McGarry be struggling in pass blocking, the next question you should ask yourself, what offensive linemen don't? What percentage of offensive tackles in the NFL don't sometimes have issues pass blocking? There's only like probably in the league, only like maybe 3, maybe 4 who don't have no issues at all in pass blocking. Like they dependable 99.9% of the time. Maybe 4 is a stretch, maybe 3. Is he absolutely trash in pass blocking? No, he's solid. Solid. Serviceable. Still a dog in run blocking. Still an absolute dog run blocking. Chris Lindstrom, well, we ain't got to talk about him. We know that's the man. Look what he did with Drew Dahlman. Now I know what somebody goes say, well, Drew Dahlman, he got trouble snapping. Okay, I get it. I understand that. Okay. Nobody perfect. He's only been in the league like 3 years. Man still had like an 83 PFF grade. Now, if you telling me, if you give me a choice, if you say, Tyler, here's a stipulation or here's a scenario. I give you a center, a third-year center, good blocker. No, very good blocker. He's going to grade out of the 83, but he's going to occasionally have some snapping issues. Is it going to cost your team in the games? No. Is it going to make you scratch your head sometimes? Yeah. Would you take it? Yeah. I'm going to take it. Give him to me. Run it. Run it. A center? Run it. Y'all know how long, outside of Alex Mack, y'all know how long it took us to get a reliable center? Matt Hennessy, everybody forgot about Big Hen Dog. When Hen Dog was healthy, Hen Dog was playing some good football now. Bergeron. Bergeron played some good ball as a rookie. Bergeron looked good out there a lot of times. Jake is always solid. Jake been solid through every coach staff he done had. So he don't really count here. But I'm just saying, I remember how things was on this offensive line before Archie Smith put his hands on it, right? I remember how it was. Atrocity. Absolutely atrocity. Winston, I promise you, Chad, we could do a lot worse than McGarry. A lot worse than McGarry. Winston, I don't think people understand how difficult it is to find a serviceable tackle in the NFL. It's not easy. When people say get rid of McGarry or trade McGarry, okay, good luck. You know how long it took us to find him, McGarry? You know how long it took us to get him, McGarry? Y'all want to go through that again? It ain't McGarry breaking the bank. He got a contract you can get out if you need to. Good luck. Good luck. Now you get rid of him and then you go get a bum and you in right tackle hell for the next 10 years. Don't forget that's what you asked for. Don't forget that's what you asked for. You got an above average right tackle right now. You got an above average right tackle who was a big part of the fourth best offensive line in the NFL. And you want to go try to start taking stuff away? Okay. Act like chemistry and continuity don't matter on the offensive line. Those are two very important components of the offensive line. Chemistry, continuity. So if you just want to go ahead and get rid of McGarry, okay, go ahead. Good luck. Well, we could just go draft somebody. Okay, good luck. I can just go play the lottery tomorrow. Probably not going to win it, but I can go play it. Anybody can go draft. Yeah, NFL give you 7 draft picks every single year for free. And some teams get comp picks. So, yeah, anybody can draft, but can you hit? Can you hit on the draft picks? I think Caleb McGarry only gave up like 4 sacks this year. I think he only gave up 4 sacks. Good luck. Good luck replacing that, man. Good luck. I think people really forget how long it took us to get a Caleb McGarry. And I think sometimes, we get involved as fans. We think everybody on the line is supposed to be a all-pro talent. That ain't how this works. Everybody ain't going to be all-pro. Some guys on the line just going to be solid. You're going to have some super-duper studs, like a Chris Lindstrom, some super-duper studs. You're going to have just some solid, reliable guys. Like Jake Matthews. Jake is a solid, reliable left tackle. Solid, reliable. People want to get rid of Jake Matthews. Like, why? Why? Yeah, yeah, we finally got off the line. Why you want to get rid of him? I've been listening to people complain for the last 10 years about not having offensive line. No lie. Oh, that's the younger generation. No cap. No kizzy. No kizzy. Last 10 years, the biggest complaint from this fan base, the offensive line sucks. We need offensive line. We need offensive line. Okay, you finally get a elite offensive line. And now you want to get rid of everybody on the line. Now you want to get rid of everybody. You want to get rid of everybody but Lindstrom. Oh, Caleb McGarry got to go. He trash. Oh, Dahman got to go. He can't snap the ball. Oh, Jake Matthews make too much money. He got to go. Y'all know Jake Matthews don't never miss no games. I'm not going to wood. Do people understand Jake Matthews don't miss games? One of your best abilities is availability. Y'all have heard that plenty of times like I have. He don't miss games. He's smart. He know he's supposed to be. He know everybody on the line is supposed to be. Is he getting older? Yeah. Is he one of the top left tackles in the league? No. Is he one of the worst left tackles in the league? Hell no. He's solid. He's solid. Some guys just gonna be solid. Some guys on the D-line, they just gonna be solid. They're gonna play 10, 13, 14, 15. They're gonna be solid. Y'all think it's coincidence Jake Matthews has been in the NFL for what, like 10 years now? Think that's about coincidence? Solid. So we finally get a line, and people want to just tear the line apart now. Tear the line apart. And they're going back to Arthur Smith, like, hey, man, is the line still going to be top, one of the best lines in the league? Because for once, when people talk about the Falcons, even the national guys, Rich Eisen, Colin Cowherd, even the local guys, one thing they always say when they talk about the team, they'll give you pros and they'll give you cons. You know what everybody having their pros? The Falcons have an offensive line. Cowherd, well, the Falcons got a line. Falcons got a great offensive line. Rich Eisen, well, the Falcons got a great offensive lineman. Shannon Sharp, the Falcons got a great offensive line. Stephen A. Smith, the Falcons got a great offensive line. So everybody agrees the Falcons have a great offensive line. Arthur Smith, he did that. So I'm actually all like, look, is the line gonna fall off now without Smith here? Because we talk about the bad, but hey, man, we gotta talk about the good he did too now. Because that line was absolutely trash before he got here now. Don't lie. Don't lie now. Don't sit there and try to play like that line was balling before he got here. Don't lie. So are we going to miss that component with the offensive line? Are we going to miss that? It ain't easy to find a great offensive line, man. It's hard. Hard, man. And it correlates with a great offensive line? Your running game. The ability to run the ball. Also, the last 2 years. Last year was ranked, third in rushing in the entire NFL? Well, I say last year, but 2022. Third in the NFL. This past season, somebody correct me, what we was ranked rushing in the NFL? I think 8th or 9th. Either way, top 8, top 9, both years running the ball. You got Tyler Algier came in. He set a rookie record. He set a franchise rookie rushing record. A franchise rookie rushing record under Arthur Smith. And then you had Bijan, who was one game away from breaking a record. A record that had stood as long as a lot of us been living. Or a lot of y'all. I'm old. Yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm getting kind of like Uncle Steve. I'm getting a little age on me. I'll just play. But that record had been there for a minute, man. So you had one rookie last year on Arthur Smith break the record. And you brought another rookie in here who almost broke their record. So we've been running the ball good. Are we gonna miss the running game? Just like the offensive line. Y'all, hey, we can talk bad about Smith all day long. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But you got to give us credit too now. We got to be fair. At least be fair. Y'all know it been hell for us running that football, boy. It's been hell. We had Devontae and Tevin Coleman. They gave us like a good 3-year run. Then it fell off. Then we went back to being ranked 27th in the league in rushing, 28th in the league in rushing, 29th in the league in rushing, 30th in the league in rushing. So all I used to hear, man, we need an offensive line and we need a running game, dog. We need an offensive line. We need a running game, bro. Shit, we can't run the ball. Then I would hear this. Well, if we could run the ball, we stop blowing leads. We blow leads because we can't run the ball. That's why we blowing league. We can't run the ball. So, okay. Prayers answered. Offensive line, running game. Here you go, Falcons. Offensive line, running game. There you go, Falcons. You got them both under the same coach. So that's what I'm saying. When I say, "Oh, we gonna miss Arthur Smith," I'm not just saying like, "Hey, do we want him back?" No, I'm not saying that. But are we gonna miss the components that he brought? The components, the great components that he brought to this team is what I'm really trying to say. Are we concerned the running game may fall off? Are we concerned the offensive line may fall off? You know? Winston says one rookie breaks the rookie rushing record. The next comes along the following season and breaks the rookie scrimmage yard record. Great point. Smith created that, however people want to look at it. That's what he did. Excellent statement, Winston. And that's really what I'm saying. I'm not here trying to defend Arthur. I'm not trying to have any buyer's remorse with Raheem Morris. I'm just saying, like, look, you got to give him some credit on the good he did. You know, if we go talk about all the bad he did, there was a lot of bad. You gotta still look at some of the good things that he brought to this team too. You know, people actually respect the Atlanta Falcons as a top tier running team. Who would ever thought that? People respect the Falcons as a top tier running team. People game plan to stop us from running the ball. Our offense is known, our offensive line is known all around the league as a top offense in the league. Excuse me, top offensive line in the league. Are we going to miss that? Are we concerned? We're going to can Raheem and his guys come here and keep that going? Can we keep the offensive line intact? Can we keep McGarrett playing at an above average pace? Can Lindstrom continue to be the top guard in the league? Can you continue to the progression of Drew Dalman, Bergeron, Jake Matthews? Is our running game still gonna be running the ball good? So, you know, that's what I mean. I say, hey man, are we gonna miss some of the things that Art Smith brought to this ball club? Raymond says, no, we couldn't pass. Can we balance it out? Gotta wait and see. Yeah. And that's the key thing, balance, man. We gotta get some balance. Gotta keep some balance. Diva says, well, I'm happy with the staff Raheem is putting together. I don't think we're gonna miss Arthur Smith. I think the only person I felt sad leaving was the defensive coordinator, Ryan Nielsen. Will the defense fall off? But Diva, that's a direct link to Arthur Smith now. Because he, you know, that was his coaching staff. So that's another thing we can look at too. When we talking about, are we gonna miss Arthur Smith? Because that's his coach, that is his coaching staff. Kevin says the running back coach was retained as well as running back for that. We'll be good. But I get what you're coming from with the topic. Yeah, appreciate it, man. It's just conversation. That's all. It's just conversation. Just, you know, some content, something to talk about, something to think about. Something to talk about, something to think about. The O-line coach is retained. Don't forget that. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Raymond says, I was saying our offensive line was too good for our offense not to be more productive, not trashing them. Yeah. Offensive, hey, man. I don't think Raymond, I don't think a good deal of fans knew how great our offensive line was, man. They give up 1 sack in the game and people, our offensive line trash. What? Are you kidding me? So they gave up 1 sack, they trash. They had one bad game as a unit and they trash. And like that's kind of like, it's like when you know sometimes like people like they probably just really only like pay like attention to Falcons games. Cause I promise y'all, man, you watch these other teams, bro. Everything that people, well, a good thing, a good bit of things that people will complain about with our offensive line, 95% of the NFL is way worse. You think McGarry bad? Go watch the rest of these right tackles. I mean, watch them like you watch McGarry. Watch the rest of these right tackles like you watch McGarry. Watch them. You think Jake Matthews Trey? Go watch the rest of these left tackles. Watch them. Don't just watch ours and then they make one bad play. Oh, we got to get rid of this person. We got to get rid of that person. Got to get rid of this person. Oh man, offensive line, man. We got a damn good offensive line, man. We had the last 2 years. Got a good one. Miss B in the middle. What's up, Miss B? How you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. Y'all, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to check out Miss B also on YouTube. Does some absolutely great Falcons content also. I've been checking out some of her more recent videos. So again, if you're not subscribed to her, make sure you do subscribe to her. Run up the likes, run up the comments, and run up the shares. Kevin said, I agree, bro. Arthur Smith, thank you for developing our O-line. We appreciate not too much money was spent too. Yeah, let's ring the bell for that. That's what I'm saying, Kevin. He developed the offensive line. You got to give him credit for that. You got to give him credit for that. He developed the offensive line. And I might have took the scenic route and you took a direct route when you said that, Kevin, but that's what I'm saying. Arthur Smith developed this offensive line. That's what he did. He took McGarry, McGarry was this close to getting out of Atlanta. I mean, this close. He was on his way out. He turned him into a straight ball in 2022. And the thing I like, and I used to be a big McGarry hater, y'all. I was the biggest McGarry hater in the fan base, straight up. But one thing I really like about McGarry, this is something that every good or great offensive line needs. He mean, he nasty, he don't give up. That's what every good or great offensive line needs. You need that one guy who's mean, nasty, he just don't give up. That's Caleb. And I noticed that mean streak coming out of Caleb when Arthur Smith got him. I noticed that mean streak coming out on him. And that's what you need. That's what good and great offensive lines have. They just have that, at least that one guy on the team, man. You know, he might shoot a defensive end, an elbow at the end of the play. You know, just mean for no reason, bro. Just nasty. But you need that. That's one of the components that make the line what they are. Make the line what they are. That's one of the components. Tyree said our offensive line did improve on Arthur Smith. I'll give him that. Chris spoke highly of him. They definitely did improve on him. Definitely did. Raymond said, tired pain pump. Had me remember things from when I was a young kid. Young kid. Yeah, you be. Hey, man, that pain pump had you in straight la-la land, man. straight la-la land. Straight la-la land, man. I remember I was in straight la-la land. Antonio Holloway in the middle. What's going on, Antonio? How you feeling? What's going on? What's popping? Tyree said Detroit killed our offensive line again. They did. Detroit got the best of us. But the thing about it, you look at that, and you look at Detroit, who really should have been in the Super Bowl. They pulled the Falcons. So, you look at a team who really should have been in the Super Bowl. You go back, you look at the game, and say, okay, well, they're obviously a top 3 NFL team. So if that's the one team that deboed us and bullied us, we can accept that and we'll learn from it. We'll accept that and we'll learn from it. Because Troy had a damn good team, man. Damn good defense. What's up, Pasta Girl? How you doing? How you feeling? Hey, don't be surprised if we get Buda Baker. Let's ring the bell for that. I hope so, Pastor Girl. We talked about old Buda about 30 minutes ago. I hope we get Buda Baker. Boy, that would do wonders for us. I definitely hope so. RJ says, "What's your thoughts on the new coaching staff?" I'm cool with him. At this point, I really don't have any thoughts. I mean, I have thoughts, but I don't really like have any convictions. I should say. I always say, as far as coaching staffs go, whoever they bring in, for the very, very most part, I'm going to root for you until you give me a reason not to root for you. Our new offensive coordinator, Zach Robb and Jay Lake, all the guys, Raheem. Hey man, y'all got my full support. You know, I'm a lot more lenient in regards to my analysis and my concrete opinions on the coaching staff than I am for the personnel. You know, I'm more willing to take a wait and see approach for the coaches. You know, hey, let's see what you got. You know, let's see what you got. I still got to really go do my research on what they like to run. You know, what defenses they prefer and offenses they prefer. Some people in the chat already been educating me on it. You know, so all of them get money with me for the time being. All of them for the time being. Winston said last time we was run based focused by defense was back when Michael Turner, Free and Tico helped create a balanced offense, but for us to be run centric to where you have to stop that first Turner. Yep. And that's when the Matt Ryan era first started. Back in the early Ryan years, 08, 2009, 2010, 2011. 2011. Pasta Girl says, what are you looking forward to, Raheem press conference? I'm looking forward to see what he's saying. To see if he will give us any indication of how he's going to approach the season. I know he's not going to talk about like any strategies or what they're going to be looking for in the off season. But I'm trying to see. I want to listen and see if he will give any kind of indication to how he will approach the season. You know, interested to hear that. Going to be interested to hear the press conference tomorrow. What time is the press conference, y'all? By the way, we're gonna have to break down the press conference too. You know, we're gonna have to get the crew in here and break down the press conference one day. What time is it? Anybody know what time the press conference start? C Dubs is 2 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. Appreciate that. 2 p.m. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? It's 2 p.m. Okay, appreciate it. So we'll probably come back and do a live maybe tomorrow night, man, and just talk about the press conference. Took long enough. About 2 weeks since he's been hired. But we'll probably come back tomorrow. We'll talk about the press conference, y'all. You know, interested to hear what he's gonna say. Like I say, how he will approach the season. How y'all think we should approach the quarterback situation going into the next season? How should we approach the quarterback situation? Do we stay at 8? Try to get one at 8? Trade up? Do we get Russell Wilson or what? What's y'all thoughts? I would love to trade up and get a guy. I know that's not going to be cheap. You know, Caleb Williams. I would love to go to number 1 if it made sense. But it's going to be such a high price to pay to go up there. Excuse me. But if it's on the table to do it, do it. Or Jaden Daniels. He says, "Yep, Bates was down there, the Pro Bowl recruit, NFC representative. I seen him on Twitter. Recruiting Buddha. Oh, they say he was recruiting Buddha. I hope he can get Buddha to come in. Once it was necessary to get the staff in and run it before the Senior Bowl, so I understand the Monday conference. Yeah, that's true. That's a great perspective, Winston. I was not even thinking about, to be totally honest, man. Mark says either Daniels or Fields. All right, let's talk about Fields. So let's say I'm hearing that for Justin Fields, it'll cost us or cost whatever team. We'll just say us. We're talking about us. It'll cost 2 second rounders or a second and a third rounder. You'll have Justin Fields for one more year on a rookie contract if you do trade for him. Then you got probably 5th-year option him, which is going to cost you over $20 million, probably about $23, $25 million on the 5th-year option. Then you got to pay him. So if you are good with that situation for Justin Fields, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't think that's a good idea to invest that in Justin Fields, put a 2 in the chat. I want to see what the temperature is on Justin Fields. Or just trade up is my choice. C-Dub says Fields, but if you want a guy, go get your guy. I agree. Pasta Girl says Daniel. That's what I like, Pasta Girl. I like Jay Daniels. Wallace in the building. What's going on, Wallace? How you feeling, bro? So what's going on with you? Tired to know that you was on tonight and I'm catching you. Like, yeah. We started about an hour and a half ago. It wasn't playing. I just came on the humbug, man, because I missed the last 2 Waffle Houses. Tyrese says he's not worth the first. Screw that. Wallace says 2. He's not really on the Fields campaign. Mark said, I don't mind the money. We need to get our quarterback. See, Dub says 1, go get Justin. Terry says 1, go get Justin. Diva says 1, I don't think Fields is the option. So that's gonna be highly talked about in our fan base, Justin Fields. We all know that. We all know that. All know that. We all know that. And also, let's ring the bell. Hold on. Winston says, personally, I want Russ as my vet, but I think Fields is going to be the move. It's cheap with a younger player. I would still go in the draft and get a quarterback to sit behind, and which makes me want Russ more. My dream scenario, Winston, would be to get Russell Wilson on like a 2-year deal. Most of that money is going to be paid out in the first year. That way we can move forward if it don't work out after 1 year. And draft the quarterback in the first round. That's my dream scenario. Pretty much use, what we got with Russell, what he got left in him. Also to use him to groom our future quarterback. But Russell had a good year last year on paper. He played good football. He really did. And as we all know, his wife is, from the Atlanta area, Riverdale to be exact. So that might be a perfect fit. And I noticed Sean Alexander said on Up and Up that the intel that he's gotten from people in his sources that Russell Wilson to Atlanta is being talked about. And that's what he is hearing, that Russell will be coming to the Falcons. And that's coming from Sean Alexander, former Seattle Seahawks running back. Sean Alexander, who went to Alabama, if memory serves me correctly. So I wouldn't mind having Russell here. I don't think it would cost us a whole lot to get him here. So I'm good in that scenario if we do get Russell Wilson. I'm good on that. I could go for that. I think Russ got another good year and a half of football left in him. And I don't see him making those same kind of mistakes that we got from y'all guy, Desmond Ridder. So I definitely would be good with us getting him. But it's going to be interesting to see how that play out. Hold on. Let me see what he says. Marcus says, if Denver cuts Wilson, they still owe him money, not us. Yep, that's true. Owe him a lot of money, too. Davis says Russ makes us have some free agency money and keep our draft picks too. Let's ring the bell for that. You're absolutely right. Absolutely correct. That's why I'm really intrigued, and I really wouldn't mind bringing Russell Wilson in at all. Wallace says, and if the Bears do trade Fields, they not trade him to a team in the NFC. They may not trade him to a team in the NFC and trade him to a team in the AFC. Tyree says, what's Detroit going to do with Hendon Hooker? I believe it was a projected first rounder, but fell to the third because of the injury. That's true. I would assume they'll continue with him this year and see how he responds fresh off the injury. That's my assumption. Right, Winston, and a former MVP. Pasta Girl says, what would you do with AJ contract? That's a great question. I would pay him. I'm going to pay AJ. You got to pay him top 8 corner money, and I would pay it. Now, I'm going to get him to play on that 50 option. I'm going to bolt my time with him. But I would pay AJ. Is AJ like a top 5 corner in the NFL right now? No. But AJ is a real good quarterback. I would love to see him create more turnovers, but AJ is a good cornerback. He's a real good cornerback. Does he have his time? Well, somebody like Mike Evans get the best of him? Yeah, happens to the best of them. Yeah, a lot of watched some Deion Sanders highlights just last night, and I seen players get the best of him. Prime time. I seen Keyshawn Johnson when he was doing it to Deion last night. I said last night on the highlight tape I was watching last night. So it happens to the best of them. Another thing, like we are really not in a position to lose AJ. Who can step up and replace AJ? Jeff Okuda, Clark Phillips, D. Alford. We lose AJ, boy. Our cornerback room is garbage. Garbage with a capital G. Fred G. Sanford, garbage. The G is for garbage. Winston Denver with old Russ $39 million, which is why they sat him, because they didn't want to guarantee the injury clause. We would pay Russ $1 million for 1 year. He gets $40 million to reacclimate. I hope I said it right. His career, we win. Well, win-win. I agree. I definitely agree. Another reason I do want Russell. Raymond says, according to how Russell wants to deal, if so, go get the quarterback this year. If not, Chicago's going to determine how we go about it. Yep. Chicago hold a lot of cards this year. They hold a lot of cards in the draft this year, kind of like they did last year. They hold a lot of cards, man. So let's see what else we got going on that we can talk about before we get out of here, y'all, on this late night edition here. Let's see what else we got. Wallace says, tied with us signing Rub to be inside linebacker coach, letting me know that we're going to be a 3-4 base defense. That'll be interesting to see what kind of defense we run. Because even though technically we were supposed to be technically a 3-4 last year, but we ran a lot of like typical 4 semblance of a 4-3, a nickel package with 4 linemen. You'd always have, for the most part, Bud Dupree walked up on the line to create a 4th lineman. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, or how they do it, I guess I should say. I'm sure we'll have like some hybrid variety packages in there as well. It'll be interesting to see. Also, y'all, let's say congratulations as well to Atlanta's own Killer Mike. He won 3 Grammy Awards tonight. So let's congratulate him on winning 3 Grammys tonight. He's a first-time Grammy Award winner. Killer Mike, also a Falcons fan, so we want to congratulate him also on those Grammy wins. So shout out to him on that. Very happy for him. I love that Killer Mike album. I played the hell out of it. Still play the hell out of it. So congratulations to Killer Mike. Very, very, very well deserved. Great album. If you have not heard it, go check it out. Go listen to it. You know, you can tell he put his heart and soul in that album, and it paid off with 3 Grammys. Best rap album. I think it was also best rap performance. And what's the third one? Best rap album, best rap performance, and I think best rap song. That was a song with him and Future and Andre 3000. Also, shout out to the Hawks. I think they're on a 4-game win streak, if I remember correctly. Winston's not fact rated, but congratulations, Travis Hunter, the cornerback from Colorado, for his engagement earlier today. I did not know that. Congratulations to him on that. Crimzino says it was well deserved. For sure, definitely well deserved. Excellent album, man. That was a great effing album. I love that album, man. Great album. And also, since we are talking a little bit outside of typical Falcons football, can y'all see that? Anybody know why I got this in my hand? If you know I got this in my hand, where I'm going with this, the camera focus is messing me up. Does anybody know where I'm going with this when I hold this up? Let me know if you know where I'm going with this. You know, we're venturing off to other topics right now, but do y'all know where I'm going with that? Can anybody guess? Do I need to hold it up again? Let me hold it up again. Can anybody guess where I'm going when I hold that up? If you know where I'm going with this, type it in the chat. Type it in the chat, please. Type it in the chat. Does anybody know where I'm going? And let me say, this is not football related, by the way. We just talked about Killer Mike, and I'm gonna transition to another topic, and it has a lot to do with what I got in my hand. Says CP, no, it ain't football related. I'm gonna give y'all a hint. We just talked about Killer Mike. This topic isn't football related. We just talked about Killer Mike, and I want to transition to another quick topic real quick, and this will give you a hint on what I want to talk about. Can anybody guess? Correct, T-Dub. 21, correct. Jamal, correct. 21, correct. Absolutely correct. Yo, what was 21 trying to pull? I mean, obviously we know what he was trying to pull, but savage. 21 is on a live stream with hundreds of thousands of people. Wants to set a fast. He trying to pull a fast one. You're on a live stream with hundreds of thousands of people. Well, first of all, you're on a live stream with probably the most popular, richest live streamers out there in his field, video gaming. Every time he do a live stream, this guy has hundreds of thousands of people on his stream. For those that don't know what I'm talking about or what we're talking about, Atlanta's own 21 Savage went on Aiden Ross's live stream, broadcast, show, whatever you want to use there. He's promoting his new album, right? So they playing the video games and they end up betting big money on 2K, NBA 2K. I think they bet 100,000 a game, something like that. 21 Savage goes 400,000 in the hole. So he playing video games with a professional gamer, and he's 400,000 in the hole. And Aiden, he's like, okay, I'll give you a buyout. Instead of giving me 400K, you will do a buyout. You just owe me 250K. We'll call it even. Now he already showing you love right there. How many people you owe 400K and they gonna say, well, you just give me 250K and we'll call it even. And not only that, he offered to buy out of the 250K he was gonna win for 21 Savage. He told 21 Savage he would buy his boy a Tesla and his sister a Tesla. So that 250K then really turned to 150K because he about to buy your people brand new cars. So 21 want to keep betting and try to win his money back. So he was like, let's play high cards. So at this point, now 21 gonna try to finesse this guy. He's gonna try to pull a scam on him. So they playing a game called High Cards, which honestly I never heard of it. I'm not a big gambler, It might be popular. I never heard of it, And it's where you put all the cards like on a table, or you just spread them out and you pull cards, and whoever got the highest card wins. The thing about it is they had a loaded deck, right? They brought a loaded deck. But people who shoot dice is kind of like if somebody comes to the bring some loaded dice and they want to shoot craps. They had a loaded deck, and all the face cards had marks or scratches on them, so you could tell which was the face cards, which made it easier to cheat. So 21 started playing this game. He started with now Aiden, the video gamer, he didn't notice this at first. He let 21 win his money back. And people in his stream, his chat, started saying, like, hey, man, they scamming you, bro. That's a loaded deck. Check the deck. That you get scammed. They cheating you. So one of Aiden boys come in, he like, hey, man, that's a loaded deck, right? So Aiden picked up the cards. He started looking at the cards, and then he noticed, all the face cards, they got scratches on them. Where you could pretty much a distortion, so you could tell it's a face card. And I'm like, bro, here's one thing to try that on the streets, and not even on the streets, or just to try that in private. That wasn't private. You were live in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And not only that, 21, that's not your audience. That's his audience. You think they're going to let him get scammed by you and not say nothing? Long story short, y'all, that was one of the worst scam attempts I can recall seeing recently. I done saw some bad scammers attempt, but that was just trash, bro. that was garbage. And then 21 pulled out a deck. He pulled out a deck so the video gamer can see him opening a pack of new cards. Then he handed the deck to his boy. His boy handed him the loaded cards. This is all being recorded, bro. Like, bro, come on, cuz. Really? But if you hadn't seen it, just go on YouTube. All you gotta do is type 21 Savage. That's all you gotta do. It's gonna come up. This was embarrassing. And 21 gonna try to act like he didn't know what was going on. And once you watch it on videotape, you could tell at one point 21 got mad and then somewhat embarrassed that he got caught. He's sitting there reading the comments of everybody calling him a scammer. It was just, boy, that was a terrible look. Terrible look. Now, I'm gonna say this. 21 Savage got way more money than I got than I've ever had in my life. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I gathered from that. It looked to me, and this is my opinion. It looked to me that 21 was betting outside his budget. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, because he got desperate. That was a very desperate measure. It looked like he was just betting outside his budget. That guy Aiden, he worked like almost $50 million. He did not care about the money. Obviously not. He let him take a $400,000 debt down to $250,000, and then say he gonna use 40% of the money to buy your people cars. So the money went no thing to him, but 21 got desperate. I'm not trying to say that he ain't got it like that. I'm sure his bank account on very swole, but it seemed to me he started betting outside his budget. Now, $400,000 is still $400,000. You don't just lose $400,000 and you don't think about it. That's a mini mansion that you're losing. So it looked to me like he started betting outside his budget. He got desperate. He got desperate. It just was a terrible look for him, man. Shout out to the video gamer though, Aiden Ross. He handled that. He handled it like a champ. In another situation with another crowd, that could have went a whole different way. Unfortunately, people have lost their life over way less. That was just 21. That was just a trash look. That was a trash look. Great minds think alike. April said the same thing. 21 is trash use for that. That was a trash look. That was a trash look, bro. You was just every time I watch that, and what I be watching, April, I be paying attention to 21 body language. His body language tell on him. His body, and then at the end, it was so awkward because at this point, Aiden know like, oh, they tried to get me, and 21 like, oh, he really know I tried to get him, and it got super awkward. Like April said, 21 was trash for them. Before I go, I want to address something that happened. The Atlanta Bird Game Facebook group, y'all, which we have had up and popping since 2015. Our group, it was shut down by Facebook last Monday. Well, really exactly 1 week ago. Facebook shut the group down. They took it down. So the group, which many of us was in, a lot of people in the chat, myself, a lot of the popular Falcons YouTube content creators, we all were in this one group, and Facebook brought the group down. They shut it down. So the group is no longer in existence. And we were about 35,000 strong in that group. 35K. They shut it down. One thing I hate about the group, I hate the group got shut down anyway. That goes without saying, but I really hate a lot of the great content that we've lost in that group. A lot of our old content that we've had for almost 10 years. That group is like almost 10 years old that we've had. That content is gone. That was like the biggest, it definitely had the most engagement of any Falcons group on Facebook. Probably any Falcons community on the web, to be honest with you. I don't know of a Falcon-centric community on the internet that had a larger gathering of people with the daily, monthly engagement that we had. I can't recall. I don't know any other place that was based on the Falcons that had more engagement than that group had. We were number one, and everybody knew it. We was the number one place for Falcons news, and it got brought down by Facebook. You know, so that was a big blow. To us. You know, a lot of us was in that group every single day. So the group is down. We filed an appeal. We're probably not going to win the appeal. From what I knew from talking to some people, Facebook will keep you on appeal for like 3, 4, 5, 6 years and never give you your group back. So in all probability, we're probably not going to get the group back. So make sure that you do click on that link that I got pinned to the top of the comment section and join a new group. So what we've done now, I heard Steve speak about it on the Monday Minutia last week, and I heard him talk about it on the Friday brunch. And now we just got to pivot. We just got to pivot. Uh, I guess we're going to learn from that, and we're going to do some things different in the new group. So make sure that you do click on the link that's in the comment to join the new Atlanta Bird Gang group. Same administrative staff from the old group, same OGs and day ones in there. And a lot of people don't even know that the group got taken down by Facebook. I can't tell you how many people inboxed me and they were like, "Hey man, why you kick me out of the group?" I didn't kick you out, man. Facebook kicked us all out of the group. It wasn't me. Facebook put us all out of the curve, bro. So we just reestablishing in the new group. So again, make sure you do click the link and come to the new group. And I do want to dispel some rumors also. Steve already touched on this, but they didn't take the group down for like bullying or harassment or even racism. I heard a lot of people saying racism. It was nothing like that, or at least that's not the official reason that they gave us. They said they took the group down for copyright infringement violations. What the copyright infringement violations were, we don't know. We still don't know. They sent the email. The email was kind of vague. They didn't give any specific examples and any like, look, this is why, or this is an example of copyright infringement, and y'all should be doing this. We still don't know. But that's the official reason that they gave: copyright infringement, intellectual property infringement. That's the reason that they gave us on why they took it down. So that's exactly what happened with the old Atlanta Bird Gang group. But again, we got a new group going up. Click the link, follow the link. It'll bring you to the new group. We're still shaking and baking, doing our things just like we did in the old group. But I did just want to address that. Again, Steve has already addressed it a couple times on his show, and I just felt like it was also my duty to address it as well, and that way everybody know exactly what's going down. But the old Atlanta Bird Gang group, in all probability, unfortunately, that group as we know it will probably never return to Facebook again. But it's cool. I mean, it ain't cool, but it at this point it's cool. Like Steve said, we'll just pivot. We'll just recreate. We'll recreate, and we'll do some of the same stuff from the old group. We'll bring it to the new group. We'll keep the party jumping. We'll keep the party jumping, and just like we built up the old group, we'll eventually build up this group too. We'll build up this group too. But click that link, and that'll take you to the new group. And like I say, a lot of the familiar faces that you see in the chats, they're in there also. We're still talking about the same thing. A lot of our OG members, they were very disappointed that the group went down, as I was, as all the admins was. But hey, the new group is running like clockwork. So that's where we are right now. And if you got any questions about anything, feel free to holler at me about it also. Wallace is wild tight. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, they got us, man. But you know what, man? We had a legendary run, man. We had a legendary run. Every people who are, and I know not everybody is on Facebook, but people that are on Facebook, man, they know about the Atlanta Bird Gang group. They know we were the number one Falcons group, So hey, it happens, man. It happens, But we'll continue to do our thing. Y'all know how that goes. Once the bro, it's all good. One door closer for another opener. ABG Reloaded will be bigger and better than before. Yeah, exactly, bro. We'll keep doing our thing. We'll pivot, and we'll be more careful on how we do things until we kind of get some clarification on like what exactly Facebook means. Like I'm still up in the air what the copyright stuff means. This is my own personal speculation, y'all. Don't take this as gospel. This is just what I'm guessing. But as pretty much everybody knows, like Facebook does, like the performance bonuses and now and the incentives, they're pretty much paying people for content now. So I'm assuming now since they're doing that maybe they crack down on certain things within Facebook and within Facebook groups. Now people are getting paid for it. That's my guess because we really ain't did nothing different than we've been doing since 2015 when we first started. And it's never been a problem. Ever been a problem until now. So I'm guessing maybe now that they're doing the Facebook bonus program, maybe they just made a change and I don't know. But the email that we got, they say their detection system, it wasn't even a person, it's just their computers caught something and they shut the group totally down. The music said Facebook be on that BS. Yeah, they was on some BS on this one, bro. Definitely was on this one. Wallace said they should let y'all know something so you know what to do so that won't happen again. That's the thing, Wallace. They were very vague. I would have appreciated it if they would have gave us some kind of examples. Like, look, this is an example of the post that got the group shut down. But they were saying it was like multiple violations. And like I say, like we're doing the same thing 2023, 2024 that we were doing back in 2015, 2016. So we don't know. We really don't know. That's just the reason they gave us. Leave us a title. That just means when people share material with music or a watermark on a video or picture, they have to disclose that they do not own the rights. Yeah, we were assuming like maybe music was one of the things, and we're a lot more careful now about like allowing music to be shared on the site also, because I do know for a fact that they are definitely coming down on people that are sharing copyrighted music. I do know that for a fact. So that might be it. It might just be, hey man, too much copyrighted music being shared. I once said, hey bro, that want my badges back. Mine too, man. I had accumulated a bunch of badges in there, man, and now you just gotta work to get them all back. Now, we all got that new member badge. But it'll get back popping because again, a lot of people think they got kicked out of the group. They really don't know what's going on, and once the word continue to circulate, like, hey, they ABG still up. They just here now, and we'll go from there. Winston, for anyone thinking that the old group or the current, that the old group or the current is only made for profit instead of the love of the team, private groups can't monetize. Yeah, it's always been for the love, man. It's always been for the love of the team. Always, just the love of the Falcons, man. That's where the whole thing originally started. This originally started on Instagram, man, over 10 years ago. This originally started back in 2012. This was before any of these platforms were paying people a penny for content, man. It was all for the love of the team. Started on Instagram. We built a nice following on Instagram. And then we just decided, as a collective, hey man, we got a big number of followers, and we have some great conversation on Instagram. Let's take it to Facebook, where we really can have a bigger platform to have some of this conversation. And that's how we ended up on Facebook, man. But this started in 2012 on Instagram, just out of love of the Falcons, man. It was just a way to rep our squad, and rep the birds, and try to push the brand that is the Atlanta Falcons to a larger height online, So hey, but it happens, man. It happens, and it could, and like me and some of the admins were talking about, hey man, this could be a blessing in disguise, because like I said, we had a legendary run, legendary run. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, so yeah, my promotional reel was clip for music. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff that has music on it, man. A lot of the admins, they're probably not gonna let it through, man. And that's just us trying to be more cautious this time, because of course we don't want to get this one shut down. But hopefully we'll have like a better idea of what they do and don't want. Like I say, the email they sent us, it was just vague. We all woke up on Monday morning, boom, the group was gone. And then everybody got emails like, God damn, they really took the group down. Oh, man. James maybe streaming the games last year, but what I don't get is live streams on Facebook for 30 days. And we don't know. We don't have any idea, man. They never, and this is the thing, like, they never gave us like any kind of warning to say, okay, this is a violation for streaming games. Normally when Facebook don't like something in the group, they'll give the person a community strike, and then the admins can see it. We never got any community strikes for streaming games, so we don't know. That could contribute to it. Also, I can't say one way or the other. I'm just hoping that they'll be a little more transparent on what they don't want going forward. But again, it is what it is. We're still on Facebook, just a little small. Well, a bit smaller for the time being. But we'll build it back up, man. We got some great people in that group that have done a lot of great things for that group, and they're constantly doing great things for that group. So by the time football season rolls around in 2024, hey, we'll be back close to what we were once upon a time under the original group. These the title. I will hit you up with a list of violations. Please do that. And then I'll share that with the admin crew, and maybe we'll get some better insight, because Diva, we just still clueless. The email they sent to us, they said copyright violations, intellectual property violations, and that was about it. They just went specific. They just told us that was it. Your group gone. Start a new one, but this one is ours, buddy. Y'all are out of here. But yeah, and I just wanted to mention that to people, y'all, and that way everybody knows exactly what is what as far as the group goes and things of that nature. Winston, I think it's more to random posts of things outside of football that have a soundtrack to it. That could be it too. Again, like, I don't know. I'm trying to learn like their new policies more and more now, because James mentioned streaming games, but we've been streaming games for almost 10 years. So maybe Facebook had a mean one day, said we don't want them streaming games. Maybe Facebook had a mean one day, said we don't want them playing music, copyright music. We have no idea, bro. But I'm gonna try to figure it out, and that way we'll have more insight, and we don't have to go through this no more. And then everybody else who got groups, you'll have a better idea of also how to monitor your own personal groups as well. But y'all, it's been real, man. 2 hours, so we'll get to shut this thing down. We'll try to go online tomorrow, man, and we'll probably like bring some people up if we all have time, and kind of like dissect Raheem Morris's press conference. And as y'all mentioned, we'll be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll try to do a live stream tomorrow and talk about the press conference, man. But until then, hey, man, y'all enjoy the rest of your night or your morning, however you classify that. Y'all be good. God bless. Peace. I'm out of here.